There is a quiet thief that slips into our minds without warning. It steals our peace, stirs up confusion, and leaves us feeling exhausted. That thief is overthinking. It pulls us into storms of regret about the past, fear about the future, and endless analysis of the present. If you've ever felt trapped inside your own thoughts, you're not alone. Buddhism has spent over 2,500 years studying this very struggle, and the Buddha once compared the mind to a restless monkey leaping nonstop from branch to branch. But he also discovered something profound: beneath all that noise, there is a stillness already inside us. We don't find that stillness by forcing the mind to become empty, but by understanding how we unknowingly create much of our own mental chaos. Imagine your thoughts as ripples on a pond. They appear for a moment, shimmer, and then dissolve. But we often treat these ripples as if they're permanent, solid, unchangeable. The Buddha reminded us that everything which arises will eventually pass away, and this includes our thoughts. Think about something that worried you an hour ago. Can you recall it clearly? Probably not. Even intense emotions like anger or fear begin to shift within minutes. When this truth becomes clear, something softens inside us. We stop treating every thought like an emergency. A worry about tomorrow appears, and we sense that it will fade on its own. A painful memory surfaces, and we recognize it as a temporary visitor. Thoughts become like clouds drifting across the sky. We don't chase them, and we don't try to hold on to them. They come and they go, and the mind slowly becomes quieter. But our suffering doesn't come only from thoughts, it often comes from the stories we attach to them. The mind has a habit of taking something simple and turning it into a whole drama. A small pain in the knee becomes a fear of surgery or losing mobility. A brief headache becomes a chain of "what if it gets worse," or "why can't I just feel normal?" Thich Nhat Hanh once explained that a person with a headache suffers 3 times, once from the pain itself, once from worrying it will continue, and once from wishing things were different. One simple sensation becomes 3 layers of suffering. And yet the original moment was nothing more than a sensation. Rain is just rain, water falling from the sky. But one person believes it ruins the day, while another celebrates it for nourishing the garden. The rain never changed. Only the story did. When we learn to experience life without constantly adding commentary, everything becomes lighter. A sound becomes just a sound. A feeling becomes just a feeling. Not better or worse, simply what it is. And behind all these thoughts and stories lies something even more important: the quiet awareness that notices everything. Buddhism teaches that awareness is like the open sky, while thoughts are like clouds moving through it. Clouds can be bright or stormy, heavy or light, but the sky remains unchanged. We spend our lives trying to push away dark clouds and cling to pleasant ones, never realizing that peace comes from recognizing the sky itself. Try noticing your awareness right now, not the thoughts in your mind, but the fact that you are aware of them. Before any thought appears, this awareness is already here. It is steady, calm, untouched by the content of your mind. When you rest in this simple knowing, you discover that peace was never something to be achieved, it was always present beneath the noise. Buddhism doesn't promise a life without thoughts. It offers something far more powerful: freedom from being ruled by them. When we understand that thoughts are temporary, when we stop creating stories around every moment, when we rest in the awareness behind it all, the natural peace of the mind reveals itself. The monkey mind may continue to jump, but we no longer jump with it. We sit still, we watch, and we find the quiet that has been waiting for us all along.